6,300 pounds. This is a Winnebago 26-foot rear bath with a big super slide here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Gorgeous couples coach. This has, the Winnebago series has really broken through the mix, and understand that here at HaylettRV we carry a plethora of different brand names. So what is it about these Winnebagos that is really punching through the mix? That's what I want to focus on in this video, because I do believe that every RV is the best for a different reason. Now, if at any point you would like to see if we have this in stock, how it is equipped, because the one that we have in stock it might be equipped the same, but it could look drastically different than this one. That's where I leave you a link down here in the video description of YouTube that says check for price and availability, because A, we do publish our pricing, B, we don't bait and switch, we only advertise what we have in stock, and C, our pricing is genuine. We do not have the extra hidden fees that are common in this business. As we like to say it around here, we are not fee ridden. You know when you sit down with the salesman and they start scratching out the papers and you start feeling that itch on the back of your neck, those are the fees coming up to bite you. Well, we don't play that game. Our pricing includes things that other dealers charge extra for. Like they'll say, well, here's the price tag plus shipping, plus freight, plus prep fees, plus starters bundles. We don't do that. All of that stuff is part of our price tag at HaylettRV. There are no extra hidden surprises that are going to zing you for thousands of dollars. Basically everything but state fees like sales taxes, which vary from state to state. So if you want an out-the-door quote, call us. Not a problem. We don't have to hide behind anything. Whether you do or don't have a trade, our price tag doesn't change, because that's another thing. If you call a place and you say, I like that camper, how much is it? Because they don't publish a price tag like we do, or it's a false price tag. They say, well, what are you trading in? Well, if that's the first thing they say, they're taking you for a ride. But enough about that. I talked more about that than I intended to. It's just that's something that's near and dear to my heart. I don't like that type of business. The Minnie Plus, the 26 RBSS. What is this thing? Well, it's a floor plan that can exist in several other brands, but Winnebago has done such a good job. That's the thing. It's not the playbook, guys. It's the execution, and Winnebago is absolutely executing, and it starts right up front here with this partial painted 3/4 nose cap with LED accent lights. It looks great. It just sets the tone for this thing. It's got a beautiful look. I will say, since Winnebago got back into travel trailers, they have done a great job of those nose caps. They've always looked fancy up front. They've got 30-pound propane tanks here for 50% more dry camp capacity. A lot of RVs seem to be going down to 20-pound tanks, which there's nothing wrong with. There's different advantages there, but people who camp in these Winnies, they prefer to have more of a hands-off approach, and I think the 30-pound tanks fit that better. Easy tilt, one-touch power awning with LED lighting. Included on the other side of the camper, on the door side obviously. High torque, fast moving tongue jack. We've also got 4-corner power stabilizer jacks, and something that the Winnebagos do a little different is they have separate switches, a left and a right switch for each set of front or rear jacks. Most brands you have one switch for the front and they just sort of jostle back and forth. And it works okay. We found that these are a little bit more user-friendly and tend to be a little bit more stable. That's another little Winnebago thing. Now, you may have noticed on the other side of the camper that big pass-through storage. Well, this is a travel trailer with the heart of a fifth wheel. And you'll see some fifth wheel things like drop frame storage like you find on a luxury fifth wheel. The chassis goes and then drops down. It's actually like a Z chassis instead of a straight beam. And that creates just the biggest pass-through storage you're going to find in a travel trailer. It is terribly impressive. And just like a fifth wheel, that extra big storage area allowed them to have a private enclosed docking center with heated and protected gate valves. That means better cold camp ability. Little detail stuff too, like we have a battery disconnect, so that phantom load from like water heater, refrigerator, AC, this stuff, it never turns off. It goes into standby and it trickle draws off your battery, but it'll trickle draw pretty quick when it's all combined. And then this basically allows you to hard disconnect that so your battery doesn't get shot. And then separate inputs for like cable and satellite. That's not common. You know, that's not common even on a lot of luxury fifth wheels. Little solar prep. Almost every RV nowadays is solar prep. And there's a lot of misconceptions about that. I've done a video about that. Search our channel for solar prep search that keyword on YouTube. You'll see what I mean. Or God forbid, speak with a living, breathing human being, because we are all factory trained here at HaylettRV. We've all gone through all these things, and you know, we know how they're put together. Forced air heated enclosed insulated underbelly helps with that you know, extended season protection. And something people don't think about is insulation is good not just for cold camping, but also hot weather camping too. Now look at the, I mean, just the mirror-like reflectivity on this. You're getting that because Winnebago uses a skin that is basically 2 to 3 grades above anything anybody else is using. There's Phylon, which lets you see the fibers in the fiberglass. Then there's High Gloss, which is smooth and kind of shiny like this, but it doesn't have the UV protection that this does. Now you can get those two previous things gel coated, but then there's the next grade. That's what this is. It's gel coat. It's way above and beyond anything anyone's using. This is the skin that Winnebago's always used on like their diesel pushers, and here you're getting it on a towable RV. There is literally no one else in this market segment, really, frankly, for 2 or 3 market segments, using anything anywhere remotely close to the skin. It will reflect more sun, which can help keep the RV a little bit cooler. It's not going to chalk, fade. It's not going to look, you know, rough on this exterior as a result. Not to mention, it will turn heads. Even this very understated platinum, and if you like everything except the platinum skin on this, there are 6 other exterior colors available. That's why I said, if you don't like just the look of this one, but you like this camper, visit the link in our video description. We may have like a blue or a red or something else in stock for you. Here's another thing that is more common with a fifth wheel than a travel trailer: the water heater. This has a 10-gallon vessel with an automatic ignition and electric simultaneous use fast recharge. In English, this is a 20-gallon per hour water heater, just like a fifth wheel, here in a 26-foot couples camper. No one else is doing that. And that's standard for Winnebago. The things that aren't even available from other brands are standard on this Winnebago. That's impressive. The ladder takes you up to that fully walkable roof. Now this has a vaulted interior ceiling. It's got a 6-inch arch inside, and that translates into a really heavily arched exterior roof. That translates then into some superior structural aspects, because think of like a domed roof in like ancient Roman stone structures. It's still standing. The dome is like the perfect weight distributing structure. Well, now you've got that built into your roof on something that wants to twist and shake like an earthquake going down the road. So that's a fifth wheel type feature. There's a lot of real high level things going on. Like even our steps here, they've got the nicer, brighter aluminum steps that are anti-slip, so when your feet are wet, you don't tend to slip and slide. We've got outside TV hookups right next to these beautiful aluminum wheels, but right under your full LED lit power awning out here. Everything makes sense where it's located. And for grilling, there is a propane quick connect under the nose of this thing right up front there. Bigger entry handle, standard. Things that are optional in other brands, they're standard here. And then, frankly, things that aren't even available in other brands are also standard here. And again, the one that we have in stock could have different color fabric decors and stuff than this one. This is called graphite. I sometimes slip and call it granite, so they're all stone colors, but this is the graphite decor. There's also stone and cobblestone, and as the model year rolls on, it's possible that other decors will be introduced or removed. So keep in mind that this video, again, it represents a camper that we could have in stock, not necessarily the camper that we do have in stock. So again, visit the link in the video description and call our team so that you can see exactly what we have. Let's start right here by the door. So we've got this big shoe garage right by the door. So when you come in, you got a place to kick off your shoes. You're not tracking dirt through the rest of your beautiful Winnebago. Now, you may have noticed immediately they have a very different wood tone going on in here. This is one of those other things that has really defined the Winnebago ultralight travel trailers here at HaylettRV. They look like nothing else. That's what I like about this. There are similar floor plans from other brands out there, but nothing looks remotely like this. And this light interior decor, it seems to be polarizing. People either go, oh yes, or they go, oh no. But for the people that say, oh yes, it looks and feels much larger inside. And I don't know if you can really grasp that just from a two-dimensional video, but when you get in the camper and the three-dimensional aspects of the light and the shading come into play, it feels so much bigger in here than it actually is. So if you're stuck inside on a rainy day, you're not going to hate it. Now, This, I kind of call this the backwards rear bathroom, and it has a lot of really great advantages to it that a traditional rear bath doesn't have, where the door is up there. Those front entry door rear bathrooms do not have this kind of kitchen storage capacity. You've got just a truckload of storage going on, and their entertainment centers are not good. Their entertainment centers require you to sit here and twist your neck a hard 90 degrees and get a neck strain. You won't even make it through an episode of your favorite show before you're ready to get up and quit. This has entertainment sitting where you want it. Directly across from all of the seating in this RV is an HD TV, and they went nuts with a double jointed swing arm that can swing out to make it even easier viewing. So even if you're over here at the dinette, you can make that TV face you. And frankly, if you're over here cooking in the kitchen, you can turn around and have a shot at the TV. Entertainment centers, like it or not, have become a focal point of RV design, and this one does it much, much better than any rear bath has done in the past. AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth player. It's going to be pretty much found across the board on anything this size that you're looking at. Great storage going on here too. Now, even in the very early part of this year, this was not like the 10-gallon water heater and this larger 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. Those were actually optional items at the early part of this model year season. They have since become standard. So what you're looking at here, the bigger water heater, the bigger fridge, those are just everyday things now from Winnebago. They standardized that. Great, great kitchen storage too, and some good prep space because they recessed both the sink and the stove to give you lots of excellent prep space here with, again, like a fifth wheel, solid surface countertops, big recessed stainless sink. We've got pull-out sprayer faucets and good overhead storage too. Now that skylight up there, it just adds that extra kick of light to help brighten this thing up and feel a little bit bigger, as though with this bright decor and those big windows you needed it. The U-dinette here can fold down into a large bed, so if you do, like, this is an ideal couples camper for people who might have some grandkids coming. The reason being, this is a tri-fold memory foam sleeper sofa. That can sleep 2 adults. This could sleep 1 or 2 adults depending on size and how familiar they are with one another, basically. So if you need to, you can go from sleeping 2 to 4 to 6 in here quickly and easily without having to, like, throw air beds and blankets and stuff on the floor. All of our windows have pleated night shades. If it's really hot, you pull those shades down, and that actually works better than dual pane windows in an RV. That's another thing I've done a video on. If you want to really learn about this stuff, guys, you give us a call. Now, I think like they're starting to call this like a barn door or farmhouse door or something like that, but this extra wide bedroom entry door, it makes the RV feel nice and big, but if you notice real close, you do have a little privacy sliding pocket door here that will fully enclose this. Also, notice how this doorway is fully framed out. That means that you've got this full-on header beam here, so this door jamb is not going to twist and flex and change shape, and you'll see that repeated in every door of this coach. Up front here, we've got our easy walk-around queen. Now, I don't know if you noticed when I was pointing stuff out, but over here, like, we've got household and USB plugs. You'll see that repeated here in the bedroom. So basically, anywhere you're sleeping, there's a place to, like, plug stuff in, whether it's a phone or a CPAP machine or whatever. Twin reading lights above the bed, and notice we have legitimate overhead cabinet storage with your side wardrobe closets. Now, that vaulted ceiling, if you see this piece of trim that grows and shrinks here, that's how much extra open interior breathing space you're getting in a Mini Plus as compared to a normal flat ceiling trailer that you tend to find in this business. That's those little things I like to point out here. It's those little things I see that where this is a little bit different from industry standard. And again, we carry a ton of stuff here at HaylettRV. They all have cool little defining qualities. I want to point out where those are all a little bit different and unique. Here's another area, this new style, if you will, of rear bathroom is definitely supreme to the traditional version, and that is that when the hide-a-bed is open, it opens to about this entry door, like this wall, where this wall stops is where that hide-a-bed's going to stop. That means that when the hide-a-bed's open, it doesn't cut the trailer in half. And that's another very interesting point, is that other than the master bedroom, you can utilize 100% of this RV while it's in transit. And that's a very uncommon thing in the business. When you start getting into smaller RVs like this with super slides, half-ton towable stuff, Often when the slide is closed, the RV becomes completely non-functional. That's not the case here. Now, if you are curious about towing or something like that, give us a call. Again, not only are we factory trained, but we've got various employees here that come from automotive backgrounds. We have people on staff from Ford, GM, and Dodge and slash Chrysler dealerships. So we know vehicles well. If you don't know what your vehicle can tow, give us a call. It's more than, hey, I've got a half ton with a V8, what can I tow? There are a lot of little factors that go into this. Give our staff a call. Give our guys a chance to work for you here at HaylettRV, and we can make sure you're looking at the right coach that's not going to get you into a dangerous over-towing situation. This bathroom's also got some crazy good storage. A lot of good linen space. You got a picture of my head there. Oh, I apologize for that. That's going to devalue this camper right away. But you've got this big double vanity here too, which is nice. So you've got kind of a his and hers thing, but it's nice that like your pill bottles and your shavers and your toothbrushes and stuff, you don't have to leave that stuff on your countertop. So this is going to stay clutter-free. It's going to look good. It's going to feel good. And notice that just like a big luxury fifth wheel, even in the bathroom, we've got a real big stainless sink that adults can get their hands into, not a pretend kiddie sink. Bigger radius shower and porcelain stool that we were looking at kind of round out the bathroom. The vaulted ceiling plus that skylight do make this fairly tall person friendly. If you're 6 foot plus, you're probably going to be okay in here. If you're 6'8", then probably not, you know. You're used to being tall, use your judgment. A lot of good stuff going on in here. A lot of interesting little things. I haven't talked a lot about the construction. I should hit on that. We've got aluminum frame flooring with 5/8 tongue groove floor decking. We've got laminated aluminum framed walls. We've got a aluminum trussed roof up here, so again, not metallic roof trusses. Then we've got a 3/8 thick walk-on roof decking. Again, high-level fifth wheels that are really heavy-duty, heavy weights, they're built exactly like this. This is just built smaller. These things have been absolutely sterling from a service standpoint. We do not see our Winnebagos back for service at our dealership. They perform and they do well. So that looks interesting. You'd like to learn more. You'd like to kind of see what this is either on a monthly payment basis or anything like that. You give our team a call here at HaylettRV, and you don't have to give us a social security number just to get a couple quick figures or quotes or questions or whatever. We are an easy place to work with. So again, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. Have a good time.